Okay, character spotlight on Metal Cooler. You know what I wish they did? Was make Metal Cooler his final form and not his base form in the anime. And I think his final form is a sick ass design. So imagine final form Metal Cooler. That would be cool. But yeah, let's look at the resources he starts with. 3 key bars, regular amount of health bars, and 0 skill points. As you can see, he has perpetual key gain. Because he is an android archetype, he cannot charge ki. As you can see, I am pressing the button. Cannot charge ki. But yeah, starting with 3 key bars is pretty massive. So you are at an advantage at round start. This is before the patch, so am I really at an advantage at round start? Yeah, I would still win the Vanish War, I guess. Vanish Wars won't be as prevalent, and Vanish Wars won't give as many positives. You won't be able to farm skill points as easily, and with Metal Cooler you do want to farm skill points, but we'll see how the patch goes. So even though the patch hasn't come out yet, we could still discuss the basics of Metal Cooler, such as his rush chains. First one is a gut punch, flying kicks as second, key cannon as third, key rush wave and rolling hammer as fourth. The order in which these are in is not the greatest. It's still very good. I wish, as always, I wish his flying kicks were first, but being second is still not bad. Gut punch as first is still very good. You guys know how I feel about key rush wave. Not the best in the game. It's still rather meta because yeah, it's just a varied rush chain. Characters who have lots of repeating rush chains are probably not the best, but Metal Cooler has many rush chains, so that's great. Now let's check in his step-in move. So he has one of those, he's one of those characters who have a, his default step-in move is a key rush cannon. And yeah, key rush wave I should say. And his combo extender is a gut punch. Wait, whoops, sorry. I did that wrong. It's because I delayed it. So you cannot delay your step-in extender. As you can see, it's a gut punch. With the new patch coming out, sidestepping is buffed. So sidestep plus heavy attack, your default heavy attack, will become more important. So maybe Cooler will be indirectly nerfed by this because he has a crappy sidestep heavy attack. So we'll see how the sidestepping plays out with the new patch coming. Let's look at his perception move. He has this little soft knockback, which I've said the utility of this before was that it goes through after Image Strike. Now I think all perceptions will go through after Image Strike with the new patch coming out. You can't really combo into it, but maybe you can. Sometimes you probably can if you catch them off guard. But the best way to use this is probably just let it reset you guys back to neutral and then open them up with some Ki Blasts. Let's take a look at his Ki Blasts. He has one of these types of Ki Blasts. They're like little mini death beams and they travel very quickly. And I wonder if their distance... Yeah, it's a very long distance, which is great because Cooler's charged Ki Blast is this. It's a short distance, so it's great that he has this as his regular Ki Blast, especially with the new patch coming out. Z-Burst dashing will now cost 2 key bars. Now to close the distance, you probably don't want to use a Z-Burst dash as Metal Cooler because he can't charge his ki. So the best way to just slowly approach is either use the new mechanic they're adding, which is the fast dragon dashing, or you could just, if you're from medium distance, you shouldn't Z-Burst dash because that's a lot of resources. Just slowly make your way across with 1 Ki Blast at a time because this travels very quickly. Yep, nice and easy. But in terms of his charged Ki Blast, like I showed, it doesn't have the greatest distance, but at close range, if you hit him with it, it does a third of a health bar. Nearly of a third. So if you hit them with just one of these, that is massive. That does a lot of damage. So if they're a perception spammer, punish them by throwing these out. And a lot of people don't know it does a lot of damage. So if you hit them with 3 of these, that's basically 1 health bar. And it's so fun to hit these. And it honestly doesn't cost that much ki. Right now I'm spamming them, but you can see the perpetual ki gain is helping me regain a lot of that spent ki. So that's nice. And look at Goku right now. He's nearly dead from me just doing that, and I'm still not out of ki. Now, of course, from a practicality standpoint, you probably won't be hitting them with charged ki blasts all game, but just landing them here and there will do a lot of damage. But yeah, like I said, Metal Cooler is a 7 DP character, so he's quite the expensive character, but I do think of the 7 DP characters, Metal Cooler is probably one of the best 7 DP characters because he has perpetual ki gain, so that's great. With the new patch coming, you just have to be more careful because Z-Burst dashing will cost more. I assume it will cost about 2 ki bars, so you can't spam this as often, but at the very least his regular ki blasts are good at zoning, so you can make your approach slowly. You just have to approach more slowly, and don't spam your ki blast because you do not want to be under 2 ki bars with the new patch as an Android archetype, because if you're under 2 ki bars, how are you going to approach? With this current state of the game, you just needed to stay over 1 ki bar, which was easy, but now you really want to be careful as an Android to not be under 2 ki bars, because let's say, for example, if I spend all of my ki and I need to Z-Burst dash at him right now, I have to wait, right? If I'm across the stage and I really need a Z-Burst dash, I have to wait for a long time. This is why I said in my analysis video of the patch notes is that Androids will be nerfed if they spend all of their ki, if they don't manage their ki very well. Which some Androids do depend on instant sparks, such as Android 18. So if you use your ultimate and you have 0 ki, it was already pretty difficult from in terms of your tools when you had 0 ki. Now it will be even more difficult. Okay, let's check out his supers. He has Lock-On Buster for 4 ki bars, which I believe it is unguardable. Let's find out. Yes, it is unguardable, and it tracks pretty heavily as well. He also has a 2 ki bar super, which is a Blitz Wave, which these kinds of supers tend not to be the best. Although it does do a lot of damage if all the hits land for a 2 ki bar super, but all of those hits are vanishable, so pretty useless super, unfortunately. If you guys know a tech for it or use utility for it, comment it down below, but every time I've used it, it's just been vanished. It's kind of useless. I never use it. Let's look at his ultimate. He has a Supernova. Let's see how much damage it does. Wow, 19.875. That's a lot of damage. That's great. Then again, Cooler is a 7 DP character. Metal Cooler is a 7 DP character, so his ultimate better do a lot of damage. Let's check out his skills. He has Instant Transmission, which has a lot of utility because it locks them off and you can use that time to maybe switch your character, set things up with your other characters. But this new patch, I'm going to be discussing the new patch and theorizing whether or not it's bad. They did buff the lock-on system in the new patch. So who knows, the instant transmission might be rendered useless because of it, but the new patch does say if they are in front of you, in your field of view, they will be locked on, or you will lock on pretty quickly. So maybe if you just do this and then instantly dash up, you won't be in their field of view and you'll still be able to take advantage of the lock-off system. But again, we'll have to find out if the lock-on system is just buffed dramatically. It will indirectly nerf instant transmission and solar flare. So speaking of solar flare, you could use solar flare to set up his regeneration, which is his second skill. Regeneration regenerates 40% of your max health. Let's see how much that exactly is. I let the CPU damage me down to half health. So that's about 1.5 bars of health, which is insane. A little bit more than 1.5 bars. That is insane. But let's say the lock-on mechanic doesn't nerf the solar flare as much. What you could do, which I do a lot in my gameplay video, and it's kind of cheesy. You do this, solar flare, dash upward, come in, use regeneration. And yeah, it's kind of cheesy, but it is very fun. It actually, like, I feel like there's not much team synergy in this game. It's literally just whatever characters could survive, and then you choose them. But it's so fun having team synergy. Using solar flare to set things up, or instant transmission to set things up, is very fun, as cheap and cheesy as it can be. Now, a new thing I might feature in these spotlights is how many knockback chains they have, because some characters only have one, some characters have multiple, and with this new patch coming out, knockback chains might be really integral to the game now. It already was, but now it's going to be even more. So let's look how quickly it takes for him to charge his smash attack. Not the fastest, but also not the slowest, so it's not too bad. Let's see how many knockback chains he gets. I know someone like Android 19 only gets 1, Frieza Sojo only gets 1, someone like Ultimate Gohan gets like 3, I think UI Goku gets like 4, so it's kind of crazy, especially with this new update coming out. It seems like they really want knockback chains to be a big thing. So let's see how many he gets. Only 2. Oh, that's average, not the greatest. Now with Z-Burst dashing being nerfed, you can't really hit them with this Z-Burst dash loop, which is this. If you knock them back, you can just open them up again. Yeah, so the best thing to do in these knockback chains would be to close distance, use a lightning strike attack, which a lot of people already do. So yeah, I would not do the Z-Burst dash loops. I would just knock them back, reset to neutral with a lightning strike attack, which I'd say like 70% of times it's not really resetting to neutral. After a lightning strike attack, it's still your turn. Now, in my spotlights, I always forget to talk about the grab, so I'm going to talk about the grab now. Let's just judge whether or not it's a nice grab. That's a pretty cool grab if I do say so myself. It's not untechable, of course, so yeah, but let's take a look at that again. Nice. I don't want to say it's still your turn, but a lot of times you could easily take their back after a lightning strike attack. So I know I was kind of tripping balls about the Z-Burst dash being costing more resources now, but I could still close the distance by just doing this. You know, so it's not my aggressive playstyle should still be okay. I just can't do my silly Z-Burst dash resets anymore. Anyway, that's about it. Yeah, I'm excited for this new patch, even though I said I was like kind of a doomer in my last video. I'm sorry if I came off as a doomer, but yeah, I'm still excited for the new patch. It'll still be like, you know, it'll feel like I'm playing a new game, and I don't mind adapting to it. So even though I might dislike it now, doesn't mean I won't like it when I actually try it. So yeah, I should have said that in my last video, but I didn't. So rewatching myself, I did come off as like whiny and a doomer, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, I'm still excited for it, and I will be streaming myself playing it tomorrow. I might do ranked matches tomorrow, so on my live stream. So there will be that. But maybe I might just do player matches against my viewers and just get used to the patch. Who knows? We'll see what my mood is. Anyway, I have some recorded gameplay. Hopefully the text I show won't be nerfed in this upcoming patch. I just use Solar Flare and pair it with Regeneration, and it's kind of funny. I think it's very fun, although it is kind of cheesy. It's still, I mean, using a 7 DP character means you're depending almost completely on that one character to do all the damage. So Metal Cooler is really good in the sense that he could keep healthy. So it feels like Metal Cooler, one Metal Cooler feels like 3 different Metal Coolers, because you could just keep regenerating, especially if you know how to set it up. For example, with a Solar Flare. So enjoy the gameplay, enjoy my commentary on the gameplay. I'm probably going to be uploading a good amount of gameplay videos, so they don't become obsolete after the patch comes out. Yeah, maybe it would have been best if I just waited to record a ton of my videos after the patch. I was not really thinking. It's ironic because I delayed my combo guide video and my Giants guide video until after the patch to see what happens. And now it's like, I probably don't even need to release my guide on how to deal with Giants because they nerfed Giants into the ground. But who knows, maybe Giants will still be strong despite the nerfs. Yeah. I'll stop yapping. If you learned something, like and subscribe. Time for even more yapping, analytical yapping. Enjoy the commentary. Have a good day, you guys. So here is my gameplay with Metal Cooler. I am going up against a another Z ranker, Geo. He does something very funny, so pay attention. Pay attention to this. Not right now. It's towards the end of this match, so Yeah, I'm gonna make you guys give me watch time. You have to watch the whole match now. But yeah, I don't know why he's starting with Spolpovich. Spolpovich is okay to start with, I guess, but he just doesn't really do that much damage. Well, he does do a good amount of damage, but his open-up tools aren't the best because he can only shoot one Ki Blast at a time. And you can see where I could shoot multiple Ki Blasts at a time. Nice little sidesteps by him. The new patch will buff sidestepping, so it'll be interesting to see how that benefits some players. I don't really take advantage of it, but maybe I will now after this, after the patch. And I just down his Spolpovich, and I shook my head because I'm just thinking like, what is he doing? So immediately I'm realizing, Z rank, a little too easy for a Z ranker. He is using Android 19, which, again, the new patch will be nerfing the androids grab, Android 19 and 20. They changed their keyless dashing and also assumably making them absorb less health, which is great because their grabs were insane. I have Cell Jr. for a Solar Flare to set up a regeneration with Cooler. They also nerfed False Courage to make it cost 2 skill points now. That's a great change. I didn't really use False Courage all too much anyway. I used it every now and again, but maybe I'll use it even less after the after the nerf. But yeah, he brings in his Dr. Wheelo. I vanished that. There's no better video to end this current state of the game than with some Dr. Wheelo gameplay. And the great thing about Metal Cooler is that he's a 7 DP character. I don't have to work towards a transformation to counter giants. I could just counter them now. And look how much damage his smash attack does. Insane. Good thing they changed that. He loses the Vanish War even though he's in sparking mode. Yeah, he's doing a good amount of damage to me here. But does not matter. Cell Jr. is ironically pretty decent at countering giants because he's very mobile. And his attacks are very fast. Now look how quick he is. Since I'm able to just do a short dash and then attack him, I could stagger him before he could get his sparking mode off. And I could just dash around his smash attacks. So I remember I was doing, like maybe a month ago, I did a 5 Cell Jr. team and I went against a team of giants and I was able to wipe them. Because Cell Juniors, even though they don't do that much damage, it's still, the mobility of them is still nice. I'm just looking at my face cam right now. I look tired as hell. What am I doing playing this game? Okay, buff Roshi mirror match. I think my microphone sensitivity just changed in the middle of this because you can hear the buttons clicking on my controller and you can hear a slight echo because I do play this game with speakers on and not wearing headphones. So sorry about that. That's weird. He has key advantage here. Let's see if he chokes this. I use a revenge counter, which in this new patch, they will make it very easy to counter a revenge counter. So I don't know how I feel about that. Not the best change in my opinion. Probably a very bad change. Because revenge countering wasn't that strong to begin with. Now they made it cost less to counter it. Like, there will be no reason to not use a perception against a revenge counter now. The way it worked currently was that it made people think whether or not they want to spend 2 skill points on it. Now spending 1 skill point on it is like, okay, I'll do it. And the benefits of it is that you'll gain a key bar if you perception it. So I'm not even gonna rant about it. I'm not gonna rant about it. Whatever. He brings in his Recoome. I use another revenge counter. You can see how great revenge countering can be in certain situations. It keeps you in the engagement. But here comes my Cell Jr. Keep in mind, my cooler got damaged pretty badly by Dr. Wheelo. He switches. Yeah, good thing they nerfed this. You can now block the Z-Burst dash by Giants. Before, the only way to stop it was to either vanish it, which vanishing it was not easy, or you could use a super perception or just dash to the ceiling. Now you won't need to do any of that, you can just simply block it. You can't see the timer right now, but there's only a few seconds left. He does the craziest combo here. Look at this. He does a super into a rage quit. Insane combo. Very good combo because there was only 2 seconds left on the timer. He uses a super to pause the timer, and then that gives him enough time to close the app. And yeah, that's why I was upset with the patch notes, is that there was no acknowledgement of them dealing with rage quits. So that's annoying. And again, another Dr. Wheelo player. This is Cheese God. I really do not like this guy because I was doing a character spotlight with another character, and he was able to get 1 match on me, and then I adapted and was able to get him the second time, but he rage quits the second time, and then he comes to my video laughing, thinking he's like good for beating me once when I was trying to do a silly video. And yeah, he's like, oh, you just got cheesed by the Cheese God. Oh, sorry, I had to rage quit on you because yeah, I just had to. I'm a big fan, by the way. Shut the hell up. Weirdo. But I have to put the moves on him. As you can see, I'm very locked in because I remember this guy. This guy is a jackass, so I'm gonna have to put him in his spot, put him in his place. And you can see how long it took for my follow-up attack to come out. Because if they recover before your follow-up attack comes out, you have to press another button. You have to press the attack button again for it to come out. So yeah, very annoying, and something they should have fixed in the patch notes, but whatever, it is what it is. He has Super Vegito, thinking his cheese is gonna work on me. I have better cheese than him. Solar Flare plus Regeneration. I didn't get to pull it off last match because I didn't need to. Well, I kinda needed to. My Metal Cooler was low health in the last match, but still didn't really need to use it to win the game. Okay, here I am putting him in the blender. Falls for my perception. He uses a revenge counter. Revenge counter is not safe. He's spending all of his resources. No after image strike for him, I guess. And his Super Vegito is nearly dead. You can see I use a revenge counter keeping the engagement. The revenge counter missed, so that's unfortunate, but at least I didn't have to work towards re-engaging with him. I bring back in Metal Cooler. Hit him with the Dragon Dash, the Z-Burst Dash reset, which probably will not be as useful with the new patch. So yeah. Revenge countering is not safe. I don't know why I did Z-Burst Dash there. I could have just taken his back with a sidestep. So I've damaged his Super Vegito a ton. I've damaged his Recoome a ton. I think I've damaged his Dr. Wheelo a ton. It's game over from here. But yeah, I hate players like that where they think they're a freaking like god after they win one match. Like it's just weird. And I don't really gain points from S5 rank, so I'm not upset that I didn't gain rank points from him. It's just weird what he did, you know? He calls himself a big fan and then it's just weird. People like, it's just super weird. I have nothing else to say other than it's weird. Yeah, you can see how weird the combo is. Go back and you can see my combo drops and then I get frozen. Like, that's stuff they should have fixed with the patch. I don't know. Like, they fixed some important things, but there are also a lot of things that just, I don't know, that just didn't really need fixing, and they could have spent the time fixing these issues instead of the other issues. But it is what it is. I've been whining about the patch a lot. My bad. He falls for my gut punch perception. He uses another revenge counter. He could switch if he wants, it makes no difference. He's way too behind. I still haven't done my solar flare regeneration tech. But Cell Jr. in general is a very strong character. I don't know if that hit him. Yeah, that didn't hit him, but I'm still able to get a regeneration off, so you can see how strong regeneration is. Look, I'm back at full health. And regeneration might be even stronger after this new patch, because if you're from a long distance, you need maybe 2 key bars to Z-burst dash at them. So yeah. We'll see how it plays out. Maybe it's not even 2 key bars. Maybe it'll be like a key bar and a half. I don't know what he was doing there. Oh, I don't think he had enough ki to do a Z-burst dash, so he kept spamming it. And that's game over from there. I do not like this guy, so no GG for him. And as you can see, I only gained 2 ranked points. So when I lost to him and then he rage quit on me, it wasn't a thing of ranked points. I don't care about ranked points. It's just a thing of like, you know, you're weird. And you can see me laughing and shaking my head at it. Here's the third match I had. Against Alfred G10. Another Z rank. I've played against this guy many times. He's a very good player. Unfortunately, I am using quite the cheesy character on him. But he's 7 DP, so I think it's fair when a 7 DP character is strong, because you're completely depending on him, on this one character to help you win the match. Because my other characters cannot do that. You know, Master Roshi, he's good as a 2 DP character, but he's not going to be carrying me to a win. Look at the damage Cooler is able to do. They changed how the switch mechanic is going to work, or the health regen is going to work. It's only going to make switching even more important now. So yeah. Characters that start with more than 2 key bars will probably be pretty strong now, because they could afford to Z-burst dash. Which they were already pretty strong. But characters who start with 2 key bars have to charge up a bit now. Putting his Bardock in the blender. He has enough for instant spark. Nice little super counters by him. He gains key advantage with this. I'm probably going to use a revenge counter here to stop him from using instant spark. But I just challenged the Vanish War, which actually I don't use a revenge counter. Okay. Yeah, I'm having trouble super countering this combo, which usually I don't have trouble vanishing it at least. But sometimes I just get caught by it. But I vanished the Death Beam, which was very crucial. If I got hit by that, that would have been bad. He transforms. He's very healthy as he transforms, so that's good. Oh, I used the Burst Smash, which costs 1 key bar to do. In the new patch, it won't cost 1 key bar to do. And I'm setting up my regeneration. Let's see if I get my regeneration off. I do get it off. Nice. A lot of people are like, oh yay, now we won't be able to farm as many skill points because Vanish Wars don't give you as many skill points anymore. And you could see, I used 4 skill points and I already have 3 skill points. So farming skill points is still not that difficult. But I guess it will be overall nerfed because the health regen won't be as crazy when you switch. So yeah, you won't be coming in with a lot of health and a lot of skill points. So at least people who have a lot of characters who have a lot of skill points are probably heavily damaged. So overall the mechanics is a little better. That's a good thing. Nice block by him. Nice super counters. I think he's only using a 4-character team. Yeah, I think he has Goku Super, Bardock, First Form Frieza, which he transformed with, and Hercule. So yeah, a lot of people are thinking the health regen being nerfed will nerf 5-character teams. It really won't. If anything, it will make them even stronger because now you have more characters to rotate through. Having less characters to rotate through just means less opportunity for your characters to gain health and less health bars for you. So the health regen giving you 10k health is actually good for less than 5-character teams. Because you'll have more characters that are healthy from the health regen. So yeah. But if since they nerfed the health regen, 5-character teams is even more important now. A lot of people, I don't think a lot of people understand that. Good vanish by me. Hit him with the super counter. I almost have enough for another regeneration if I need it. Nice sidestep by him. That kind of threw me off. He has a lot of ki. Risky move by him because now I could regenerate. So, yeah, he wasn't thinking there, because if I vanish that, that's an opportunity for me to regenerate. Again, probably shouldn't have done that, but it's because time is running out. My Cell Jr. is still rather healthy. Oh wow, did I not use the Solar Flare plus regeneration tech at all? Well, I have a Super Boo video coming in, so yeah, you can see me smiling because Cell Jr.'s outro is so dumb. But I have a Super Boo video recorded as well. I'll probably edit and upload that very soon, where I do pull off the Solar Flare plus regeneration, because Super Boo is 6 DP, so I was able to put on another Cell Jr. on my team. And yeah, anyway, if you guys learned something, like and subscribe. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm pretty excited for this patch. I will be live streaming myself playing the patch, so come through. It'll be tomorrow at around maybe nighttime, you know? Maybe 8 p.m. Eastern time, we'll see.